and how it is possible to let it settle down and pass, or how it's possible to go with the overreaction and follow it and let it control you, and next thing you've got a hamburger in your mouth, or you got a Coca-Cola, or whatever. And so, because he found himself in this situation, and we've talked about this many times, because I have other patients who, the first or second day in the 10-day meditation retreat, they flipped out. They ran out of there as fast as possible. And the abbot's calling us saying, you have to come and get your patient now. And I said, okay, in 30 minutes. He said, no, now. They're not stable. they're ready to lick the paint off the walls. And it's very, because they haven't resolved the basis of the emotional information that's underlying their physical problems.
And I mean, because you see that going to the temple is a reset. It's another form of reset. Like being quiet for a number of days is a reset. Just like the detox. And so in order to do this without overreacting, you have to have something to come back to. And if there's nothing, what do you do?
Yeah.
See, it's you don't have anything to center on. See, it's very simple. And so that's why I know, and I experience this, and I need this myself, with the laser. It creates a center. And so when you have a center, of course, the swings are less strong, because there's a center, and this has the gravity that pull you to the center. And so I want to say one last thing, like detox, we could say, well, core can do it all. As the information is the basis of everything, so why we still need to have detox? And this is a big mistake that I again and again want to say. Information can do only things, change things, as long as they are still only on the informational level. But as soon as they have manifest on the energetic or material level, it has to initiate some actions on the energetic or material level that can counteract there. And this is what homeopaths don't understand today. They think they can change everything with homeopathy because it's so powerful. And homeopathy is the perfect, purely only informational medicine. So if somebody has taken a certain information in a wrong way to eat for many years in the wrong way, so there's toxins in the body that need to be eliminated, it cannot be done with homeopathy alone. The person has to make a change of diet or has to detox, and then this can change. But where's the impulse coming from to change the diet or to do a detox? It's coming only from one level. It's coming from the informational level. So core will do it, and without it, it cannot be done, because the impulse is missing. So that's why often you will see when you use core, people come to you and say, well, it's actually much better now. I don't know if it's core or the detox that I started. Or I don't know what it is. If it's core, or I really decided now to split up with my boyfriend. So is it the boyfriend splitting up with the boyfriend, or is it core? That's total nonsense. Core initiated the split up. Or initiated to go to a detox. It cannot do it without, the healing cannot happen just because of core. In most cases, because in most cases once you feel the disease, it's already manifest on the energetic and material level. So that's really something that, even working with this for so long and having had this so many times, people tell me exactly this, I realize this is how it goes, and it has to go this way. Information first, then energy, then material changes, both in the causation of disease, but also in the reversal of disease. So, thank you very much for being the testing ground. So,
yeah, I just want to add that the reason that I've focused on also doing all this in the context of using mineral hot springs is because I chose back in the days when I attended Naturopathic University, there were no really great universities in the United States, and so I attended in Germany. And in Germany, in the Baden-Baden region, where the university is based in Karlsruhe, but the professor had a center in Baden-Baden, a medical spa hotel clinic, and with mineral hot springs. And so there was a great deal of emphasis focusing on this particular system of having homeopathic medicine, herbal medicine, Vega testing, Mora therapy, mineral hot springs baths with herbal medicines and whatnot, and it was an entire system. So for many, many, many years I had this understanding that I could add more to this equation. And with listening to Steve talking about supplementation, there's a lot to be said about being able to identify organic sources of supplements. There's a lot of I believe that being able to, knowing that we're using chelation, we're using ozone, we're using a lot of things that are common sense in German medical spas. And yes, they do remove a lot of nutrients from the body, but we're putting those nutrients back in. But one of the invaluable tools of mineral hot springs is they're organic minerals that are presented transdermally into the system, so that we're never ever worried about depleting the person. A lot of people say, hey, you could deplete people when you're doing detoxification. Yes, if you don't know what you're doing. But adding mineral hot springs to the equation, it's making it less possible for mineral depletion on an organic level. A lot has to be said about organic supplements, organic natural sources, not processed. So anyway, thank you.
So let's now, we do only half days, the seminars. Now we get our mineral supplementation by going into the hot springs. So we don't need to eat, so we'll cancel lunch and dinner for today. But we have only mineral supplementation. It's like subtle supplementation, but it's much more pure. Okay, thank you.